Hi, and welcome to another episode of Blue News. I'm your host, Ade Richardson, and today we investigate the string of home invasions that have been terrorizing the small town of Pound Ridge, New York. Our guest today is Detective Skater Tony Bear, who has been the lead in this investigation. So let's go right over to Skater Tony Bear.
Thank you for having me on your show, my Duke. 100%. Good to be here.
Detective Skater Tony Bear, it is a pleasure to have you here with us today. What progress have you and your team made in this investigation?
100%, my Duke. This case is going well, man. I'm on this robber's tail, my Duke. It may take some time, but I'm not leaving any stone unturned, my bro. 100%.
Detective, what do you think is the motive behind these home invasions? It's been reported that no jewelry or money or anything of that nature has been taken from the homes. In fact, oddly enough, the only thing that the intruder takes is food.
My Duke, allegedly, he's only taking food, my bro. But there's a lot of evidence that's still coming forth, my Duke, so we don't know exactly what's going on, my bro. 100%.
We now have some breaking news coming in. One of the witnesses is going to share their experience with this intruder. So let's go right over to the witness.
Hi, thank you for having me on the show. I was a little worried that I may get the dates mixed up because, as you know, Mercury is retrograde.
Hello, ma'am. I know you wanted to keep your name anonymous, and we respect that here at Blue News. So can you walk us through the events of last Thursday?
So I put the kids to bed and I was taking my crystal bath, which I do on every full moon night. And as I was getting out of the bathtub, I noticed that there was an energy shift, which was odd. I'm very sensitive to energy, so I can feel when the energy has changed. But I didn't think too much of it. So I went downstairs to make a juice because I was fasting and I needed to make my vegetable juice. So as I was going downstairs, I heard a rumble, which made me a little nervous, but then I thought it's probably coming from within myself. You know, sometimes there's a rumble when my third chakra shifts to my fourth chakra. So I thought that was probably what it was. So I went into the kitchen and I was so surprised to see that there was a brown, furry thing that was standing there hunched over. And it had big, strong arms, gorgeous arms, and a big, strong back. And then the creature turned around, and I saw that its hands were covered in sticky honey. There was honey everywhere, and I think I startled it because it dropped the honey, and then it peered at me, this piercing eyes, and I knew right then, I felt it in my heart, that this was my twin flame. My twin flame was in my house, and then it ran off, and I never saw it again.
Sorry. Sorry. It's hard to hear. it's and it gets me, quite honestly, angry. Hard to imagine that there are such people that do such terrible things. Ma'am, in my book, and I'm sure in everyone else's, you are a hero. Wow. Yeah. I'm glad that there's people out there like you.
Thank you.
We have some breaking news coming in. We have a facial composite of the suspect. So let's go ahead and put that up on the screen. And Detective, please give us your thoughts. I must say that that face looks very familiar. Can't seem to place it though, but
That sketch looks sketchy to me, my bro. Man, I have a verified witness, anonymous witness who sent me a sketch.
can we put that up on the screen? What should people do if they find that this intruder has broken into their kitchen while they are at home?
You just stay up in your room. Don't come out. Don't come out. Don't call the police. Don't do anything to bring attention to yourself. Eventually, he'll leave.
And should they call the authorities?
Whatever you do, don't call the police. Call me directly, Detective Skater Tony Bear. You can leave me a message.
Detective, what can our public do to help with your investigation?
Another thing to do while these robberies are going on is to leave your food outside.
Yeah.
That way, the robber will take the food outside and he won't even have to come into your kitchen. That way, you stay safe 100%. My Duke, everybody stay safe that way.
How close do you think you are at capturing this robber?
It may take some time, it may take years, decades, but I'll always be on the case of this robber.
Detective, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm sure that we all feel a little more safe knowing that you are on the case. And I'm sure we all agree that you are a hero. Thank you, Detective Skater Tony Bear.
And let me just say one more thing. Robber, if you're listening, I'm on your tail. I'm on your tail.
And thank you for joining us for another episode of Blue News. And up next is the weather with Dre Day. Everyone, be safe.
Skater Tony Bear live on the set now. We don't carry that stress. Let them rest. My Duke got you shook by my look as I creep across your yard like a motherfucking crook. I got that honey on my mind, bro. Sometimes I think I'm going blind, bro.